And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Marshall County Today, the talk show aimed at informing you about stories of people and businesses around your neighborhood. It is a Monday, March 11th, and thank you for tuning into our morning show extension. As today we're going to talk about the Bancy Home Show, which is going to be appearing not this weekend, but the following weekend. And boy, some amazing things are going to be at this home show once again, and it'll be at the Auto Park Zone. And I tell you, it just never ceases to amaze me everything that's happening with this home show and how it improves every single year. We got Ron Lee joining us, and of course, he's one of the major sponsors of this year's home show. That'll be at the Auto Park Zone. And Ron, thanks for coming in this morning.
Well, thank you, Tony. Thanks for inviting me, and thanks to all the listeners that you have that we get a chance to promote this home show. It really is a good community event that's going to happen. Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. And, of course, we're also on our new YouTube channel with our live stream. It's Max 98.3 Stream, exclamation point. We need that exclamation point on there. So that's what we have for you with our new YouTube channel, and you can catch it live right now. All right, we were talking, you were in last week, and we were talking about some of the things that are going on. The one thing we didn't really hit on that I want to hit on is the Builders Association of North Central Indiana, the organization that's putting this home show on. Here's why. They have such great resources. If you're a do-it-yourselfer or you just need somebody to come in and put on a porch, a deck, a floor, you need dumpster, you need to find a dumpster for this project that you're looking. Man, what a great organization to get into, because they have a list that is compiled of the area businesses that are part of the association, that it's a one-stop shop. Just like what the home show is going to be in next weekend. I marvel at what you guys do at the association, and I really encourage everybody to come out August 22nd to the 24th if you got that project that you're looking to do. So, Ron, you're major sponsor of the show, obviously, but how long have you been with the association?
We've been with the association now, I think, about 4 years, Tony. And it was one of those things, too, from my prior life and making commitments to things, and that since we were going into this business with roll-off dumpsters and supporting our peers that build homes, I thought it would be important for us to join this Builders Association of North Central Indiana. And you are so right, Tony. I know the number is above 150 companies that are in this organization. And it's not all builders. There are so many of us that support builders. It just boggles the mind, from heating and air conditioning to roofing to electrical to landscaping, yard
financial
work.
Institutions,
Yeah,
banks,
financial.
in other words,
yeah, for looking for the best rates for those loans, and along with some outstanding, great builders in our area. We represent Marshall County, Kosciuszko, and Fulton County, but we also are part of a bigger organization within the state of Indiana. People don't realize that the Builders Association, they are a political group. We're very aware of the factors and forces that can affect and change home building, and we are probably a little more, being Indiana, a little more conservative and trying to help support the smaller guy versus the outside influences of large tract subdivisions. So those are some of the things. Plus, we get into water, wildlife. We're a very conservative group of people, so it's a good organization. Go ahead.
Well, let me stop you there real quick. I mean, you guys have members go down to state, and they call the term lobby in this case. I call it inform.
That's right.
Because the rules change in the construction business like they change underwear daily.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't keep up with it, the small business can really can be hurt by some of the rules and regulations that, again, if they don't have someone representing them like a builders association in North Central Indiana, they very easily could shut down their business.
You're exactly right.
And so that's why you guys have folks that go down there and have the ears of representatives down there to keep them informed of what this particular rule that's up for vote could mean to the smaller construction business or whatever business it is.
That's right.
And I think that is absolutely crucial to the success of our labor force in our area alone. Now Marshall County Builders Association represents Kosciuszko here, and there's other counties that got their builders associations that I think they probably do the same thing. But if they're not, shame on them, because, like I said, rules change for how things get constructed, and it's almost like sometimes you wonder if it's just people are hoping, big businesses are hoping that no one goes down there so they can get this particular change made, which ends up screwing the smaller business competition, and so, like I said, I think it's a great thing that you guys do, and I'm glad that we're able to promote that. Now, outside of that, there's a lot of benefits to becoming a member of the association, right? There
is, Tony. We do a lot of fundraisers, philanthropic.
Yeah, philanthropic, yes.
Yeah, philanthropic, centered around kids. We do the best we can and try to support our youth for tomorrow and our building trades, because we know that's the lifeblood of our future, getting these kids, a good education in the building side and let them know that, hey, there's another career path other than, there's nothing wrong with going to college. But there is a career path through the building trades. So we host a couple large. We do the 2 home shows. We do Warsaw, which just finished up this past weekend, and like you said earlier, we got our home show coming in 2 weeks here, or 2 weekends. We do a couple of large golf outings for children's care, and one in I believe it's at Tippecanoe over in Kosciuszko, the golf course over there. Then we have Purdy Lake here in Plymouth, and probably our next big fundraiser that we do the Parade of Homes. We try to target about 7 homes a year and to showcase around the area. Tickets are cheap. It's a $5 ticket. You can walk in and talk to go through 7 homes. If you're a veteran, if you're children under 12, you can get in free. We're not trying to hold you back for $5, but there's just an opportunity to showcase some of the craftsmanship that we can offer with some of our contractors. So, yeah.
So, and that's just part of the things, and of course you guys are very connected with the community, and you do some things outside of, which again, I think that makes it well worth looking on your website what businesses you need to choose to help that project that you're looking for. And now with the home show here in Plymouth it's a big home show. We want to continue keeping it here in Plymouth. We've done well to do so, but it does take a financial obligation to rent your buildings and excuse me, and just make everything happen. It's not easy, and you guys don't just wait 3 months before the show to start working on it. This is a project that is 365 for you guys because it's that important.
You're exactly right, Tony. We've been a major sponsor for the show now. Been there, dumped that for the last couple of years. Again, we being a family business here in Marshall County, we're going to step up to the plate. We believe in this organization and what the future, and so we are a major sponsor, and kudos to Cottage Watchman. They have been a gold sponsor here for the Plymouth Home Show. They're a major sponsor over at Warsaw. If you're looking for security needs, they are another family business. Great bunch of people. They really are. Kudos out to Cottage Watchman. It really, you look at the list of the companies that are coming to the show. I don't know, they're probably 90% family businesses, that actually live, work, grocery shop, go to the restaurants, listen to 98.3 on the radio. I mean, they're a part of this area.
Right.
We should go and check them out and let them, if you got any future projects, they're stable companies.
And let's stop there for a second. The last time we talked last week, and I have no problem reiterating what I talked about last week with you guys, because it's the truth. And there's so many businesses nowadays that provide one guarantee, and that's the tail light guarantee. They get the job, they want the money up front, and then they spend whatever time they want to spend to get their project done with you, or they bail. And that has happened way too much. I mean, Patricia's mom's been a victim of that already with the project that she's had. It's aggravating, and guess what? You will lose your money in certain circumstances. And it's too bad we got those kind of businesses out there. Mm-hmm. That's why a home show like we put on here in Plymouth at the AutoZone August 22nd through the 24th are going to be reputable businesses that have been doing it for years, family owned at the same time. I'm not blowing smoke here. Yeah, my job is to promote this home show, but I'm telling you, these vendors that are going to be at this home show are not your tail light guarantee businesses. They will come in and they want to help because they know their reputation's on the line. They're a big enough company to where they can't afford to be a taillight guarantee kind of business. So if you want this done right, and if you want it done working with a local business, doing what they do best, then you're going to come to this home show at the AutoZone, Auto Park Zone. I don't know what else to tell you on that part of it. Now, a classic example of the kind of guarantee or kind of professionalism you get from our vendors is this gentleman right across from me. Mr. Lee's been around here for a long time here with his business, and I remember when he first started it. He decided to jump into the dumpster business. Of all the businesses this smart man could have went for, he decided to do this. And he has grown this to where he is now getting business from all over Michiana and probably even further. I've never asked him, but I know he's got tons of business in Michiana, all over, not just Marshall County, not just Kosciuszko County, not just Fulton County. He's up in South Bend, he's up in Mishawaka, and if he wants to add on to that, he can. But let me tell you the kind of guy and business he is. There's a family that was, and I don't want to. One of the members struck with cancer, and and all of a sudden, on top of dealing with that, their home flooded, and everything was destroyed in the basement. Everything, and they didn't have the money to start ripping out everything and doing it all at once that needed to have happen because they've got a sick family member that they had there in the home. And so I intervened because I love the family to begin with. And then I called Ron because they needed a dumpster. And I don't mean to get emotional about it, but he could have said no. He could have said no. We could have been charged an ungodly amount because they needed this dumpster for a long time. Willing to help out, pay. That was not the issue there. But I called him up and I said, Ron, can you help? And that's exactly what this man did to a family that needed help. that was going through a real big life scenario. Now, I wanted to pay for this because he's a business. But there was other things that other businesses would not do that helped this family out. That's the kind of businesses that are coming to this home show. Okay? There's not a taillight guarantee here. These guys care. And this man right across from me is a godsend to this community. And I will, because I've now bared witness to that. So this is the kind of people that are coming to this home show that are local, that have the same servant's heart. They'll help when they can. They try to help as much as they can, but they're also a business, So when we say what kind of people are coming to a show like this, why should I come to a show like this? Well, there's a reason why. You're going to meet people like who I just talked about right here in Ron Lee. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So if you want to get a business to help you, this is a show you want to come visit. See for yourself, man. You don't have to take my word for it. Just go. See for yourself. And see just how important it is to have businesses like Ron Lee in this community. Argus, Indiana. Been there, dumped that. I'll praise that name forever and ever because this guy has shown that he cares. He cares about his clients, and he will do in all his power to try to make something work if it's a difficult situation. That's just who the man is. So this is why you need to come to the home show. Ron Lee's not going to be the only one like that that's going to be there. There's a lot of local businesses that are the same way. They care about their product. They care about satisfying their clientele. And that's how they do business. Now, yeah, you can go a cheap route. You can go a cheap route, meet somebody you've never heard before, but I'm telling you, don't be surprised if there's some things that you need done. Well, you may get tacked on some extra fee here and there, or you just won't you'll have to work on their timeline. When you call Ron Lee and you say, I need a dumpster on March 12th tomorrow, you'll get a dumpster March 12th. Okay? That's just that. I mean, listen, I like I said, I get on my pulpit here a little bit because I've seen firsthand what really good local businesses who care can do. They can change a community. And this guy has done that, and he's proven that. One of the biggest supporters of everything Argus to begin with. But he's not. It's not the only place that he supports. It's not the only town. Mm-hmm. He does in Plymouth. He does in Bremen. He does in Bourbon. He does in Culver. So this is what I'm talking about. Why a home show at this level on August 22nd to the 24th is important for you as the client. You need to have that peace of mind knowing that what they say is what they will do. And also, you're working with a business that helps people. I mean, they're not stupid. They understand. They got to work. Fundraising. My God, I don't even know how many times you get phone calls for fundraising. And then you got me calling on you for, hey, can you help sponsor a ball game? You know what? But it's a priority.
That's right, Tony. We do enjoy doing those things. That, again, being a family business, made a commitment. You're exactly right. If you go into our office, you'll see the placards for all the little soccer, baseball. We support the Plymouth Youth Baseball, North Liberty, Walker. I mean, you name it. We really believe in the future of kids, and that's, I've been very blessed. Some people know my background, but there's a life after Del Monte Foods after it closed, and I've been very blessed with the people that have supported our business, that work for us. I have never had to go out and find somebody. They said, Ron, I'd like to work for you. Can I help you? And then I'm not I'm very honored, and you got to be humbled by that. I mean, I've got both of my kids that work for us too. As Derek Lee and Brittany Carling. The Plymouth grads. So we are from the area here. To touch a little bit more back about the home show. If there is a business, I was thinking about this when you were talking, if there's a business that is not at the home show, we have a talented staff with Kim and others
Love
that'll
Kimmy.
be up front.
Kimmy's the best.
And you could talk to them and say, hey, we're looking for whatever, and they will have solutions for you. A lot of people don't take advantage of that. We're a very approachable group. There's, like I said, there's no way we could put, 150 vendors into the auto park zone. But I will tell you, Tony, I just got an email from Kim, and she said we're 4 booths away of being completely sold out.
Holy crap!
And
That's
I
big.
don't know if that's ever we've come that
hit
close.
Wow.
So there's a strong commitment here coming into Plymouth. So that's very great news. As Tony mentioned, the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. This is the first time for a 3-day show for us. So in the price, Tony,
$5 admission.
It is free
Free.
to
Seriously.
get in, free parking.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. To me, that just tells me that you guys want people to understand why this home show, one, is important, but how it can help you. And listen, folks, there's projects right now that you would love to do, and you just may be sitting there thinking, I don't know, if I can afford this. Well, I mean, there's going to be financial institutions there. There's going to be some banks there.
That's right.
That's going to say, hey, listen, or at least give you advice.
Exactly.
It may not be with them,
Yep.
but they will lead you.
That's right. And it'll give you options. Maybe you don't need, this will be my term, the Cadillac version, but maybe the Ford or Chevrolet version will work, and it's adequate, and it'll do the things you need to do. And these people will help you walk through that. Mm-hmm. Yep. You're exactly right.
So, like I said, I think the home show is important. It's important to the community, but it's more important to you, the listeners, who are looking to do something. Maybe you're not even looking to do something this year. So
That's a good
what?
point. That's a good point.
You know what? You got next year.
Yeah.
Maybe you got next year is the year that you're able to save up, get that new flooring, get that new porch, get that new roof, or whatever the scenario. Listen, when we owned our home, man, I needed a roof for the last 4 years. Mm-hmm. I knew who I was going to go to, but then, I did my due diligence. You know where I started? At the home show. That's how I got the ball rolling, And like I said, you will learn. You will learn your tail-like guaranteed people after you talk to the home show. Because what you've heard before the home show, and then when you hear at the home show, you're going to say, yeah, these guys are the ones I feel more comfortable with. And you as a client, as a potential client, are going to notice it immediately. Immediately, you're going to find out. I always use that term, right fit.
It's right.
You got to have a right fit. Mm-hmm. You got to feel good about that business. And again, what better way to find out about that business instead of maybe going wherever they are to their place? It's at the home show. One-stop shop. That's it. And like I said, as you can tell, I'm a big proponent of the home show because I've seen it work. I've seen folks walk out of there already decision-making, feeling good about who they've just hired or that they're talking about walking out the door.
You're exactly right. Yeah, it is interesting because usually where we're positioned, we're at the beginning and at the end because we bring in a dumpster, and our group always makes that comment. It's like you could tell people are excited. They got a bag full of information. They're walking out, just like you said, Tony, and their spouses. They're talking about this place, that place.
Right.
It is really neat to see that interaction. Yep.
Painting companies we're talking about, man. I mean, cement companies.
Yep.
We're listen. There's going to be a little bit. Plan on spending a little time there.
Yeah.
Plan on spending a little time, because as like I said, it's amazing to hear not only projects that are going to get done this year, but next year.
You know, Tony, just to kind of add to, if you want to do a little between now and the show, and you might want to do a little background information, because, you know, some people out there like to have a little bit of a game plan going into it.
Absolutely.
But you can go to www.buildnci.com, and that'll bring that up.
So build NCI.
Yep. Build North Central Indiana, NCI.com.
So build NCI.
One word. Yep.
.com.
Yep. And you can log on there and look at all the different. You can actually log on to our the page that has the home show. It'll show you all the vendors, or you can back up and you can look at all the directory of all the vendors in our organization. Because, like I said, they all can't be here, but maybe there's something, you might have a particular niche that you're looking for, and it's a good place to start. And then you go to the home show, talk to Kim and others, and they'll definitely guide you.
Yeah, and so I mean, it's been a well-oiled machine for years now, you know, and it's going to be nothing different to this next weekend. Again, the 22nd through the 24th, it's the BANSI Home Show, and again, BANSI stands for Builders Association of North Central Indiana, which basically is the combination of Marshall County Builders Association and Kosciuszko Builders Association. So what we've done is doubled our power in giving options to John Q. Public.
Yep.
And so we're going to see a culmination of that next weekend. So anything else?
I don't want to go. I know we've touched on the name, the Auto Park Zone. I for what they do and what he's done to the place, I'm just astounded by it. You know.
And we're talking about Dan.
Yes, yeah. I mean his involvement in the community, top notch. You know, the kids go in there and play basketball. It's just, you know, that building could have went probably
way different.
Yes,
and way different.
Yep. And what he's done, the parking, he's just done a great job. And I just can't say enough about it. And we're very fortunate that we have this building in Plymouth.
Well, we love Dan Folk. He's an amazing dude. I'm also blessed enough to go to church with him, and you know, he's just got a servant's heart. He really likes making a difference in his community, and he does a lot of things that helps donate time and, you know, financial support too, that a lot of people have no clue. He likes it that way. Mm-hmm. I get it.
Yeah.
But every now and then he needs Gabriel's horn to blow to let everybody know how much he means to this community. So him and Dan and the Auto Park have just done a great job. So that was a big commitment when they took on that building. Big commitment. And so now they're, you know, he just told me yesterday they had huge AAU basketball tournament, and so that was great to hear.
That is good. That's good news for our community.
Absolutely.
You know, you think about those families driving into Plymouth from all points all over, and what are they going to do in between games? Well, let's just go to this restaurant and that restaurant, get gas. You know, it's just, it really does add a lot of, I don't know what you call it, the term probably soft monies into our community, but it's vital to us.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Great to see you as always. Look forward to seeing you next weekend. And we'll be talking with you throughout the 3 days that we are going to be there at Max 98.3. We'll be there starting at noon on Saturday, or Friday at noon, Saturday noon, and also noon on Sunday. So we're going to tell you everything that's going on. And I anticipate it being extremely busy. Simply because, everybody, this might be the year where everybody's projects are going to come to fruition. And because if last year was any indication about next year's projects, that was last year. So,
that's right.
The good news is we got people that are going to help them, and you could be one of them, folks. So put this down on your calendar. Next Friday through Sunday, it's the home show put on by the Builders Association of North Central Indiana. And it all starts Friday at noon. Saturday starts at 9 in the morning. And then Sunday will start back up at noon again. And I know you guys set end times, but you guys end up going over because people keep walking in. So, hey,
That's right.
let's not worry about that. Let's just
right.
get the day started and get
Yep.
everybody in. So that's all that matters. Ron Lee, been there, dumped that. That's a great story, great guy. And we appreciate working with him here on Max 98.3, being part of the family. Ronnie, thanks again, buddy.
Well, thank you.
Back after this to wrap it up. All right, it's 9:34. We got to get out of here. Thank you for joining us for today's Marshall County Today. We'll do it again tomorrow. Have a great Monday, everybody. Enjoy 60-degree weather today. I know I'm excited.